Hello everybody and welcome to Powered by the Moon 7. If you've been with me before on a regular video, I welcome you back. If this is your first time tuning in my channel, you're in luck because this is the first read of this series that I'm starting. I do have my Monday morning fills, other things up on this channel. I'm very usually witty and a little bit more funner and chatty patty, which I'll be chatting in this, but this is different. In the last few months, I've been doing some reads that were on some people that were going through things that they needed to face, and they knew it, and they wanted to be awakened, and I've done that, and I've seen the results in them, and it inspired me to come over here and remove some masks over here. It's all for our benefit. If you've never been through the dark night of the soul, that's basically you purging out of your soul, mind, and body, your energies, your space, your influences, everything. It's you purging things that are no good for you. And a lot of things that are no good for us are the things that we absolutely just don't want to own. That part of us that we don't want to believe is there. It is. And for most of us. And nobody's the same. Everybody has faults. We have fears. We have anxieties. Those are the things we're going to touch on here. We're going to be real. We're going to own it. I don't want to tap into love over here. I want to tap into you, your subconscious, and what's lurking in the shadows of your subconscious. What shadow work could be done, how could you benefit from it? And yeah, so I mean, if this is not your style, if you don't want to look at things in your life that you may need to fix, if you're resonating with one of these, then this will not be your read. And I welcome you to go over to one of my other reads where, that's what most people come to YouTube for, and readings. It's, what's next in love, and I love to give those energies to you guys and find the new and the exciting and pick up the energies in a lighter sense than what's going on here today, let's just say. So, guys, I did bring out one of my protection candles. I make these myself with moon-charged stones. The right herbs for each one. I have a protection, which is this one, and anxiety. I have a blockage remover, which is my most biggest selling one. And then I have the love and the money one, which is more selling, but the blockage removal is the most. I do personal reads. For the first one's $45. Anyone that one after that it's $60. If you're going to ask me to go into this, your subconscious, and go into some of your darker areas, then it is $80, but I will charge you $60 for the first time. No cliffhangers, no cutoffs. We go till it's done. All right, guys. So I have prayed, meditated a lot in here. I have asked my spirit and God, and bringing in extra ancestors and past loved ones that are my guides, but not my spirit guides. There's a difference. And for them to come in, protect my home, my dogs, my energy, my space, clear out, because we're going to be bringing in energies that I don't usually tamper with, but I found how much useful it was for these particular people. So I have asked them to protect your energy, protect your spaces. Matter of fact, when I asked for my grandparents and my dad to be brought in, I have a craft table over there. One day I'm going to show you guys how I make my candles, how I make my protection necklaces, how I make my sprays, how I charge my stones in my moon charged water. But over there's a whole craft table with burners, a rock tumbler, everything. And all these stones just fell over, these glass jars of stones. I felt like it was my dad, which would make sense because his birthday just passed. So here we go. Led by God, guided by you, Spirit. What is in the subconscious? Guys, please focus on a deck so that we can pick which one is yours. I will timestamp it. There will not be this long of intros in the future ones of shadows in the subconscious. What mask are you removing? so that we could get right to it. I will just put, because these will be longer than most of my normal reads, I will just put it in the description box. What this series is about. All right, so group 1. Spirit led by God, guided by you. What can group 1 learn to help ascend them, awaken them? Also give them the knowledge of how to fix this and how it would make a difference in their life. Amen. All right. Careful. Curiosity can and will kill the cat. Guys, usually the Page of Swords, you might be giving up on things too easily. If you notice her in the most, I'm hoping I got this where this is in the middle. So I got my camera turned on, everything's different. I usually have my face shown and everything, but not in these series. I've been called not to. So if you see the sword is pointing down and not up, if it's up, this page is gonna go fight, right? And then they got all this armor. You're not curious anymore. You're giving up. And pages are a little younger, so to me it's like you're giving up before things get started, maybe. And that's something that, you know, maybe it's a lack of confidence. Her face isn't all happy, and like most Page of Swords, her face is, you know, kind of like unhappy and discontent. Maybe you don't find contentment. Maybe you don't give it the time it needs. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm feeling a little, with that face of hers, a little like, why should I? You know, why shouldn't you? If you start something, I think that's something that you wanted to start, right? So, what is this Page of Swords? What is this? Lack, because that's what it is. It's a lack of interest. It's a lack of doing things and giving up. Oh, King of Swords. You need to be way more assertive. Look at these swords, guys. Swords are communication. Swords are what we're looking for in these readings. We're not looking for a lot of cups. I will be cleansing my area a lot. I'm already feeling some energy here, so lots of birds in this too. It's beautiful. The King of Swords, he is call the shots, assertive, cutting with his words. It could be that a father figure in your life has made you feel that, you know, you're not good enough unless you're doing exactly what they did. Or a male figure, masculine, whatever. Let's just leave it as that, a masculine figure, you know, and I'm just feeling a masculine vibe. This could be a mother with a masculine vibe, you know. This telling you that, you know, you're not going to be able to do this, and being, you know, being such a King of Swords about it, that it's put in your head that you can't. And, you know, why? Because if you see this King of Swords, just like this Page of Swords, not in most decks, is the sword down. Why? Because he can't do it, or she, whatever, can't do it. So they're putting that to you, you know. But you got a bird over here saying, come on, let's go, let's go. And this one's talking on your ear. This one looks more like his, like he needs to fly back to them, and you need to listen to your ear. You are good enough. And whoever has influenced you that you can't do this, or you can't get through life in certain ways, or you're not good enough for this, or they put down the work that you do when you think you're making them proud. It seems like you want to make this person really proud of you, and to live your life through somebody else and only to make that person proud is really not doing you just. I feel justice here. It's not doing you just in your life, because you literally are holding yourself back and having such discontentment. I just keep getting drawn back to her face. And this Page of Swords, so it looks like a girl to me. So you may be a feminine, you may be a masculine. Again, gender does not matter to me. What your body parts are, they are. I'm talking about the energies. Both swords are down. I'm not going to pull out a bunch of text, but most they're up. And you've given up because of somebody else and what someone else had to say to you. You put your blocks, you'll walk away before they begin. And some things you're not even happy to walk away from, but you're so set and determined because if somebody's saying to you, you can't, that you're not even going to try, even though you want to. Pages are curious. They want to. And at the beginning of this, I said, remember, curiosity will kill. And I feel like this person has held you back. Why? I want to know why. Because what you're doing in your life, they should be very inspiring, because this is a role model, a parent, a mentor. Some of you truly listen to everything, because, guys, did I not just say I feel judgment here? No, I said justice. So okay, guys, give me 1 second here. Guys, this person, judgment's here to tell you to be yourself, not to listen to this person. This person will get their karma and their just due, because justice still is here whether she showed up or not. Judgment came instead. That means justice is served. And it's time for you to realize that you can do whatever you want. You don't need to procrastinate things off. I just hope that this is not embedded in you so bad that you just feel that this could just be an ongoing thing in your life, because it does not have to be with judgment here. Judgment is here to put the karma on this person for you to see that you're better than this person, because they didn't do something or get somewhere because they gave up too easily, too much, too fast. You know, this may even be their bird catching up to you, because this person is going to get, wow, judgment next to them. They're going to get theirs. I mean, judgment is a second chance, but judgment is also calling out karma on somebody. And you need to know you're good enough, because until you know that you are good enough without anything, without this person's information, wisdom, whatever they spieled all over you, you can do it. This bird's in your ear telling you so. Completely. You know, already I see a little bit of more shimmer of hope in that face. I don't know. It changed for me a little bit. What's judgment? 2 cards they wanted me to get. Yeah. They're getting judgment for the imbalance that they and you have created. And it's going to come to an end. You are. Judgment's here to bring back balance so you can complete this. Balance is not in your life because of whatever was said when you were younger that you've carried on. This person's carried it on from their family, possibly, their parents, their mentors. Judgment's here to put a stop to it. This is actually really beautiful, guys. You just need the balancing. I would definitely tell this person to pipe down and, you know, stay out of your business, and you know, you're going to do just fine without them, that you may be a page, but just because he got to a king or she got to a king mode and gave up doesn't mean you need to give up a page. What, are they afraid that you're going to be the emperor? I feel we have a jealous mentor or parent here that you're going to surpass them in their accomplishments from their life. But no, 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 no. This is going to come to an end in your mind. But this worries me because this is in the reverse and you need to get this upright and balance it. And maybe as you see this person realizing, because judgment's going to make them realize, I don't care, they're going to have to. This will go upright so that you can complete this. And your world's asking for you to get this completed, guys. To get this balanced out. You still have a lot in you. Okay, group 1, what is going on? How do they perceive and receive love? Group 1, love. Oh, well. Everything's beautiful in love, huh? Wow. Group 1, you really got, my God. Okay, so at the bottom of my deck, I'm not even going to play with you guys. Four of Wands, or Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups here. Wow. Somebody's coming in fast too, or you're going in fast. But this is not about somebody else. So guys, there's different meanings to different cards. I'm going off a lot of my intuition. I think because right underneath all that, I see the Ten of Swords, right? Again, I think this is another area in your life where you possibly could give up before you reach that. Now, what is with this Ten of Cups? What is with it? Is this what's going on? Is this what... Yeah, look. And the Swords, you stress about love. You stress about, can you achieve this? Can you get that Two of Cups, Four of Wands, Ten of, and Wheel of Fortune? Wow. You stress about this, guys. It causes you anxiety. Somebody has really made you, Group 1, feel as if you are really not good enough. I gotta relight this because I feel the energy of somebody. You know, we all have that one person in our life that will make us feel we're not good enough for certain jobs, certain places, certain careers, and then certain love. You're worthy of all of it. Nobody could take that from you but you. I mean, what I was seeing was so beautiful, but then when I said, Spirit, you know, let's go. What is the real issue here? Because this is in the shadows. What's in their shadow? Again. And this causes you anxiety because, again, I feel somebody's told you you can't achieve this. Ten of Cups. Yes, you can. It's here. But it causes you anxiety. You really do need to put a completion to your thought beliefs of whatever this person has believed for their life to be, not into yours anymore. Because you have, and you've held yourself back out a lot, okay? You need to transform yourself. Death card. I love this death card. Look at his mask. Holding a white rose though, like totally transforming into whiteness, light, beauty, like we are here for today, to try to transform some of our energies in a way of thinking. You're going to have strength through this, okay, guys? But you need to put a transformation, a death and a rebirth to the way you feel and think about love. However your parents or couples around you turned out is not going to be yours unless you allow that. I feel it's going to make you quite lonely. You know? Powerless. This person makes you feel powerless. But you're going to put a transformation to this. Once you can complete this cycle, you will go in. This is done. Your way of thinking and your way of being in your life of you're not good enough, you can't do it, I'm giving up, this causes me stress, I don't have what it takes, I'm not balanced enough, I'm going to stay up. All these candles, I love this Nine of Swords. Look. I think you can still see that. All those candles burning. I love a candle opera like that. Anyway, so, and if you look at the spider webs here, and the, you know, all the hardware like that are hanging, that's not a spider web, that's a compass. But because you really need to put a transformation to your beliefs that was put upon you or stowed upon you, however you want to say it, when you were younger, when you were a page, when you were a boy, a little girl. Somebody put so much fear and anxiety into you about love, about just your being, of things that you want to create and do in this world. Even sometimes of what you want to say. I don't even think you speak your mind with these swords downwards. You're not even speaking your mind because of this person. And, you know, if we have tough backgrounds, you know, I always say it's up to us to go find out and fix it, you know, not drag it on to other people. It's a choice. Do you want to put a transformation and have a very beautiful Ten of Cups relationship? Because Lover's card is a choice. Or do you want to stay up at night, feel you're not good enough, stay behind this mask, not let anybody see the real you, because this guy, this woman, this entity in your life did this, had the fears, maybe got hurt and didn't move on, so now they want to make you feel like this is not going to be good for you. What would need to be owned in their ego? What needs to be owned in their ego? See, this is another page, guys. See, your own ego. So this is a separate. This was about your love. This is about your life. What you energy estate, you know, you may have been carrying on, whatever. And then here, this is what your ego is, needs to level up so that you could take the chances. Okay, so the Knight of Cups, he's a mover, shaker. No, that's the King of, he's still a romancer. He's a courter. He's coming with his heart on his sleeve. He wears his armor very proudly. This guy has like sharks and fish coming out all out at you. But you need to take a leap, guys. Just not for you, for your whole, for love. and for your future, not just for your now. You need to get out of all this page energy. I mean, it's starting though, so that's good. You always want to at least start. Just don't quit. Just don't give up before it's time. You get held back too much this way, okay? I'm going to grab you a Moonology card, and then we're going to get to group 2. Guys, whoever this influencer is in your life, don't let their rejection or whatever happened to them in their life reduce you down to page your whole life. No, you want to get to the Knight, and then you want to be the King because you took the leap of faith. And then you're going to become a lover. You're going to complete that cycle. This person's going to get their karma. You'll get your justice, even though she never did pop up. I thought she was going to. Yes. Talk less, feel more. You know? Open yourself up. Don't worry about whatever this person thinks. Trust the universe, yes. The universe is asking you to put this aside and let the universe, which is justice, judgment, deal with this. You deal with trusting yourself and balancing yourself out and completing this. Do the work and transformation here. Go into this lover with this 10 of Cups. When you do the work, you don't even know, okay? Make time for self-love. Yes, self-love. Boost yourself up, guys. The abundance that comes in, like your whole finance, everything that you were fearful of, and you do the work, it just seems to kind of dissipate and just, I don't know, it goes away. Your problems, not just financial, your stress, your anxiety, your Knight of Swords, about love, about work. Things just start to flow easy. So I hope that group 1, you could recognize that there's some work to be done here. And it's, you know, it's something that, you know, you can take the leap. You're very young and fresh in this energy of self-discovery, but you're discovering that you're a page and you don't want to be. You have so much more to offer. This person just laid some things on you, okay? All right, group 2. We are going to move to Wizard of Tarot for you. Thank you, group 1. The Wizard of Tarot for group 2. Let's cleanse our space here real quick. Group 2, I didn't say this in the first one, but I'm going to say it here. Next week I'll be layering oracles, Kipper, all those. I just wanted to get in the general basis for my first time on these type of reads, on the shadow reads, before I do that. For group 2, Spirit, led by God, guided by you, bring in my ancestors, protect our energy, our space, our home. Let's bring in extra reinforcements. Please protect group 2's energy, home. Group 2, I make these candles. They're great for anxiety removal. I have a blockage removal one, which group 1 should have probably bought. I have a love, attraction, and money. The blockage removal is everybody's favorite, so. Led by God, guided by you, Spirit, let's go. What is in the energies, the shadows, the subconscious for group 2? Please come in, giving us the highest message so they can make the changes to ascend and awaken to the best of their ability to lead a good life, an abundance life, a happy life. What is it that they need to recognize within themselves? We're not here for other people. Group 2's trying to get other people's wisdom out of me. What's going on with another person? That will be another read. Sorry, guys. This is about you and you only. I mean, I will point out things that have made you this way. If it's a person, it's a person. It's you, it's you. Led by God, guided by you. One last shuffle, as these have been shuffled a lot today. All this is my first read with these cards, too. This one on my next deck. Can we get the viewers, person's energy out of here, please? Sorry, guys. That's another read. This is about you and you only. If I see love in there, I'm not even mentioning it. Unless it's about how you love or how you perceive or receive love. Okay? So, these are, you know, they're going to be layered next week. So, we'll get more into those things. But I want to get used to reading this way. As it's a new discovery of my intuition, the 10 spirits that are coming through in my subconscious that I need to be out there doing this more. So what is group 2? What is it that they need to own? What is it they're not seeing? What's in their subconscious deep down? Seven of Wands, guys. You're defensive, you're battling. You're guarded. There's some drama around you, but we're not going there. This energy's... Somebody here wants me to talk about your relationship, and guys, I just really want to focus on why you're guarded and not, or what do you need to own? What is in your subconscious that you don't like about yourself? Maybe you're just guarded in the energy of somebody else. Maybe you have your guard up and you won't allow love, and it's actually what it is. Why are they guarded? Oh, you're mentally... Ooh. You're in a mental prison here. Group 2. You're locked up. Your hands are tied. These swords, like... Usually they're all around her. Like, if she could just get down there and cut those ropes, you could. You need to come out of your head. I feel it's causing some of you a lot of depression. I think that you're being defensive in all areas of your life. Usually the Seven of Wands are around this. The Seven of Wands is shooting out everywhere. I think you're very much on the defense everywhere. And it's because you're mentally bounded, and I feel it's causing some depression, which usually will cause some anxiousness. And when we're anxious, we could tend to get frustrated and get guarded and defensive. And right now, you're being asked to come out of this Eight of Swords and really acknowledge what's put you there. You may feel things don't go in your way or move at all for you, or you may feel that, you know, I was about to say something happened. I just saw the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Something has happened in your life, and, you know, you're letting that be the end of all, and you put yourself in this depression, this mental state, blocking yourself off from everybody, being defensive, maybe even cut or shooting, you know, things at them, energies at them that isn't unnecessary for them. This has to do with you and your mental state. You're putting it off on other people with your frustrations because something happened in your life that came to a standstill that put you here. That has you completely this now. Defensive, guarded, shooting out energies of frustration, anger, because there was a Tower moment, guys. Oh my gosh, I don't want to catch my card on fire. Kind of came out to this side. Has not left you feeling the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is usually very stable and sturdy. You are in areas of your life, and I think that's why it came out to the side, but I'm going to go ahead and put it upright. We know it came to the side. I think you are stable in some rights of your life, probably within your career, but you're not within you. It's because you're not releasing whatever it is that came to a standstill for you, that has you feeling. I don't have 5 of Pentacles. It probably should come along soon, or the 4 of Cups, or 5 of Cups. So then there was a wish fulfillment. Or you thought possibly it was going to be to the side. Maybe you didn't do enough in this. See how this guy's is laid back, all arrogant, and, you know, watching the cups flow by, and there he just thought it was going to come that easy, and it didn't. And somehow something came to a stop. Standstill. Maybe you got arrogant in this relationship or job or situation. You let it cause too much drama around you. Like I'm telling you, I feel that you're in this, but you're shooting off energies and causing drama with your 5 of Wands, or it's internal drama possibly. Maybe you're very defensive with yourself, which keeps you in this, which keeps you stuck and not feeling completely stable or fulfilled. This is an inner conflict, and you have yourself totally stuck and guarded. And inside, all it does is cause you drama and conflict because you want that stability, you want that wish fulfillment. You have to come out of this. I was going to say this job or something I want to know, but I'm not going to that extent, like I've said. But I think that believe that this is an internal spiritual fight that you're fighting inside, okay? That you need to heal from. You know if it's a job. You know if it's a person. You know where you weren't. Where you just probably thought things were just going to be the way you wanted them to be, and you were always going to feel stable. Now you're in this internal conflict. How do they perceive and receive love? Perceive and receive love. Viewer of deck 2. When things flip, I look at them. I don't put them out on my board, guys. You ready for new love? I just have Ace of Cups, 6 of Swords, moving into that. Okay, guys, you may not perceive or receive it all. Here we have the 8 of Cups. This guy's walking out the door. I wish I had brighter light in here now. He's walking out the door. He has his ducks in a row and leaving. And you may... There's the moon. You may have some illusions in relationships and what they may mean to you, or you may be embarking on a new journey in love. Perceive and perceive. How do you perceive love? I hope it's not just to walk away. Okay, so you guys have been hurt by a past soulmate, and I don't think you've gotten over it, and you really need to, because if you want this and you want to cut this out and this out, You're going to have to walk away from some beliefs from a past relationship. You know, not everybody's going to be the same person. I mean, look at that child there. Like, it's like, that's the Six of Cups. It should be, it usually is a reunion, but I feel that this is, you need to call, you need to walk away from past beliefs, memories of a relationship that may have put you into this energy. There's a Hierophant still at the bottom, and I've been through my deck. So. There's some spiritual lessons you need to learn, probably in a lot of areas of your life, too. I can't wait to next week when I get into all the oracles. Yeah, you feel wounded. Look at this guy. He's even got his cane, his wand out there. Usually there's wands behind, but no, maybe you've been hurt by 3 different relationships. There's 3 different ghosts back here. Yeah, there's the wands. There's all the ghosts of your past. And you're still hanging on to those things and still having them in your energies and in your surroundings. And even if they're not in your day-to-day life, if they're in your energies, your thoughts, they're around you. And until then, you're going to keep walking away from love. So this, maybe you feel like all the fish in the sea, you know, the plenty of fish in the sea, maybe you feel like they're all just going to get away. So you stick back and you stay curious, but you don't stick around long enough to see where it's going to go. You stay page. It's funny because the first reading was all about pages too. And you know, that's great. I like seeing that here. That's not an insult. I'm not here to judge anybody, nothing, because we all have to start somewhere, like I was telling group 1. And if you're starting by recognizing, or just even being here and listening to this, you get to learn and go forward. And like I said, next week, group 2, we're going to get into oracles and all kinds of stuff. I'm just doing a layer base to see how my energies go through these reads. But I feel that, you know, you're curious about it, but you feel that they all get away. Because these 3 did. See, 1, 2, 3 ghosts. These 3 did. So you feel they're all going to get away. So you're just going to walk away. Maybe being a little immature in love. Just, you may sit and watch and stalk. But I feel that this is you curious. Yeah, holding on. You just locked up. From a love relationship right now. Yes, you need to find some balance in it, though. Okay, what is in their ego? Their ego, group 2's ego. What's in group 2's ego? You may go, there's the moon phase up there in this card, so you may go through phases of, you know, going out, having fun, then phases of, you know, stuck at home trying to get different perspectives, because I'm telling you right now, you guys are guarded, and until you let your guard down, you do the work, you do the transformation, I'm telling you, when you do, and this Wheel of Fortune goes up, right, look how electrifying it is. I'm going to tell you, once I did my transformation, my whole life changed, my attitude, my outlook, everything. My Wheel of Fortune just looked like this, just electrifying. Your whole life changed. You feel so good. But you're getting a different perspective on that and needing to. And your ego is wanting you to. The ego's a little crushed from past hurt, okay, guys? But that's on you, you know. You can't ask these three to heal you from them and their memories. 6 Cups can be memories, you know. It's about you. So I do feel you have phases of having fun with friends and family, and then you just go in hangman and within, and I'm gonna go for one more. Yeah. Knight of Cups. I don't usually do sideways reads, but I am going to read always this way. Sideways is a kind of, you know. So you're kind of, you know, just like a page. It's kind of wanting to go out and find this and embark in this, but your ego is not allowing you to. Look at this. Usually Knight of Swords are like galloping and ready to go. This one seems sunken and like, how do I go court somebody? How do I, you know, get back into, you know, and go to my Monday morning fills or call me for a personal read? I'd love to tell you how to go back and do it, but you guys are very afraid of love. To the point you're frustrated with others. Anybody that comes knocking on your door to try to love you, this is what they're going to be greeted with. Walking away and stuck. And defensiveness and frustration. This has been building and building. And it's not for somebody else, okay? Just, the work is so important, guys, and acknowledging that you're being this way and you're standing in your own way. Because of past love. Past people that hurt you. Where is that card? So much that, you know, you're just going to stay in the Wheel of Fortune and just sunk in this water. Like, you're not even holding the cup where the Knight of Cups usually. This horse is guiding you to that cup. See that light? You need to follow that light to that cup. And you need to grab that cup. And that horse needs to rise up out of that water and get going so that you could get this Wheel of Fortune to look electrifying and beautiful like this. Next week, guys, I'll be seeing how I need to work my cards because I can usually see my screen, but on this I cannot. All right, group 2, let's get you a Moonology, and then we'll get to group 3. I really love the in-depthness of these new cards that I got for these. I'm going to use them in other series too, but for group 2, Moonology, what do they need to do? It's a new moon in Pisces. Start manifesting all the new things that you want. You manifest new in. And guys, I would definitely manifest that different perspective about, you know, mental imprisonment over past heartaches that you didn't do the work. And it has you so defensive and walking away from everything. Like, I don't know. You just, yeah, you need a new perspective. Yes, and you need to go wild. Absolutely. Please go wild. Because you're too imprisonated, uptight, defensive, frustrated, angry. All kinds of internal drama going on inside of you. Page after page. I really am glad to see the pages here because that means that we're starting from the beginning with some of you guys in your energies looking for what it is you're needing to change in yourself. All right, so let's go group 2. I will be getting more extensive on these. But that will be it for today. If you're parting now, may you be blessed, be well. Bye for now. And then we're going to go to group 3. Guys, leave me a comment. Let me know. I am going to get better at these reads, as it took me a minute to get better on YouTube with, you know, collective reads. I'm going to. It's a different style. I do pull in different energies. I feel that, you know, that this group, oh, what am I doing? I need my do. You know, that group too right now, you guys just really wanted me to talk about your ex, but I wasn't going to. I talked about what you need to do, and that's get yourself out of feeling that everybody's going to hurt you and leave you. All right, group 3, let's do this. Let's clear the space of group 2. These are my newest favorite deck, Marchette. Somebody can tell me how to say this, or Marchetti, actually Atlas in my Gilded Tarot, but I can't say the name. This deck is actually named after him, her. There goes a page, guys. Like I said to group 2, I'm liking the page energy in these because we are starting from the bottom. We're looking to ascend into queens and kings and emperors and empresses, right? Like high priestess would be the best. Actually, so would I want to say Taurus, but it's not Taurus. The Hierophant, because that's a very spiritual teacher. We want to become teachers. Your spirit, angels, and guides. Let's go ahead and cleanse out this energy for group 3. What is in their subconscious energies? I do vape, so I got that, guys. Dear angel, spirit, guides, God, come on in. My ancestors, their ancestors for group 3. What is in their shadows of their subconscious as we get into these next few weeks? Let's see if we can give them messages to grow on and, you know, learn from and develop so that they can ascend into what you want and what they were meant to ascend and awaken into. Amen. Okay. Some of you might be really abundant. Okay. Some of you might have quite a bit of money. But you deal, nope, we're not talking about anybody you're dealing with. So this is about you. There's no roles to be reversed here. It either resonates or it doesn't. Please check out my channel for all the other regular love reads and where I'm on it. And I like to have fun. And these aren't, you know, I'm going to get them a lot better and a lot more detailed. Like I said, this is my first round, so I'm seeing how my energy works with this, to how deep I can go with a collective. I go pretty deep on my personal ones that I've done recently. It's kind of weird. I just never had anybody call me and tell me what's wrong with me. How can I ascend? What do I need to do? And I just did it, and I loved it. And so I've done a few of them. I did one for her. Of course, her friend called, and her friend called, and his friend called. And I was like, I want to do this on my channel. Because, guys, we really need to look at what we need to do so that we can grow, you know, as people, as human beings. Like, we can't stay stuck. And we can't stay the same. Especially if you know you're not right. It's harder to carry that and defend that than to just own it. And nobody realizes that. It took me a while to realize that. I'm glad when I did. Okay, let's go for pile 3. Death and transformation. It didn't pop out. Look at this death card. It's beautiful. I look at flip overs, but I only take poppers. Like, they have to come out of my hand. That's too much. Well, you know what? She wants to come out. Death. Okay. So you may juggle too much in your life. You may juggle. You may resist a transformation that you must go through because you don't like the way it's going to look. You see how this face is half skeleton? This is half beautiful, beautiful lips, eyebrows, everything. Even though this isn't the Tower in reverse, the juggling Two of Pentacles, you're not balancing out, and you may be resisting this because you don't want to face. This is why we're here today, guys. You have your angels around you to protect you. Right here. The light to protect you. To go through this transformation. You need to go through this transformation. There's a lot inside of you. You know, and she came out twice. You may be resisting because you don't know what it's going to look like or how it's going to feel. Yes. You need to. There's the Fool. You must take the leap of faith on this, guys. Take your mask off. Look at yourself in the mirror. And do the work. Otherwise, you're always going to have an internal juggling act that's going to keep you constantly trying to find that balance in your life. That pretty much says it all on that, huh? Maybe some of you have a form of, I'm seeing so many pentacles, and I said maybe you guys have a unhealthy relationship with attachment to money and material things, which is, you know, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to read the cards. Just don't let it keep you unbalanced. Oh yeah, you better. Okay? You may deal with legal contracts and things like that, guys, here. This may be a contract with your spirit that if you don't take this leap and do this work, they're going to come in and balance you out themselves. Forget these Two of Pentacles. This justice is going to come in. And see, she has her sword down too. Like they're putting the mallet, whatever, in court. Like, done. This is done. You must do the work. If you want to shine and feel balanced. You know, this looks all dark and weary, and then if you did the work and you'd see the light, the skies are lit. It's all dark until justice comes, huh? It may be a contract that you're spiritually in that is up, and justice is here to make you do it. I feel you guys have some unhealthy attachments to money and material things that really don't justify the way you should be living, and you know, and that's what you don't want to see, is the ugly part. How much have you lost by not doing the work? I feel there's some greed in you. I don't know, guys, I'm just saying, this deck's getting kind of intense. I'm getting more into it. I'm feeling some greed. Okay, guys, if you are greedy, the universe will be greedy right back with you. Okay? We're all here to help each other. Now, nobody's saying go empty your bank accounts to people, but I feel like there's a lot of greediness here. And sometimes I think that you've put money before love. And that's why it's darker in your world. What's going on here, Spirit? More? Oh. Right when I said in my head, you've said it all pretty much, Heidi, and out comes High Priestess. Yes, my intuition's on. They're telling me. that you need to make a decision to maybe be open up to work with others. I don't think you're well working with others. Or you don't necessarily like to. You like the work on your own, and I achieved this, I did that, and you may cause a lot of strife when you work with others. These are very powerful cards right here, guys. All these major arcanas. This deck's getting intense. I love this deck. It's my first time using it. I looked for it for months. Look at this High Priestess. She's so intense. And look at the, you know, head dressing, and she goes, the phases that she's been through in her life, and just the knowing with that owl being very intelligent. Owls are very intelligent. I don't know if you can see the owl there. You guys need to do some work. I feel that, you know, every time I look at the bottom of the deck, there's a pentacle, and they're not always in the best. I think you want to. I think you feel very protective of your money and your material possessions. But I think it's leading you to some loneliness. Yeah, selfishness. Four of Coins. It could be keeping it to yourself, but it's also a selfish card. And since this is the energy I have here, I'm sorry, guys, but you may hold on a little bit too much to your money and your worldly possessions, and people may perceive you as greedy and selfish. Is there anything else here before I move to the love? And no, I'm not going to find out about your love life. I'm going to go see how you receive and perceive love. This 10 of Wands is intense, huh? Yeah. I think you got things good in your life, but I think you're a little too selfish, a little self-absorbed. That you can't be bothered with anybody or anyone else's problems. But I do feel that you know this about yourself. Like stingy. And it's not even about stingy, like somebody's coming after your money. You're just so worried about somebody taking your money. You don't even really have anybody around you at all here, guys, at all. All you have around you is money and greed. Was not surprised to see that. One more here before I go to and more Pentacles. Yeah, you need to maybe do some small offerings, because it's going to cause you a lot of strife here eventually. You don't want to be old and lonely or in a relationship with somebody you don't love because they got as much money as you, but the love of your life can't be with you because they don't, or you know, you're offering very small. So that's telling me you're keeping your relationships pretty small. And it's a conflict in your life. You can't be bothered or burdened by them. So you're going to go with small love and offers. Okay. If you're happy, you're happy. It's not telling me you're happy when your first card out is the Death card. How you perceive love and receive love. That it's work. You're very financially stable on your own. I'm not kidding you with these Pentacles, guys. not giving, really. And it causes you, there's a couple eights here too. It causes you to be mentally trapped if you have to work on something because you don't want to give. You do not want to give your time, money, energy to anyone. I do think that this group, sorry, with all due respect, is a little greedy and selfish and self-absorbed. That you can't give to. You don't want it. It causes you mentally, and you feel it's mentally challenging, keeps you imprisoned, and it makes you have to work. But if you notice, the Fool's here, and it's also keeping you trapped like a big fool. But okay, you know, if this is what you want, maybe you're not the fool. Maybe you just want to be in that pentacle, and that's it. You don't want love. You don't want the real love, the true love of your life. That isn't even showing up here. And maybe you haven't met him, but for those that you have met him and you've had this with them, may not let you be with anything more than a page. Anything else on perceiving and receiving love just stresses you out like that? You feel mentally bound and tied, and it's a lot of work, and you don't want to give. That's it. No, there is no more. All right, what is in the ego? What is in their ego? I can tell you, Queen of Cups, look. Your intuition is this, because that's what you want, unconditional love. And your ego, oh, wait, your ego needs to be fed. Is that what it is? I'm sorry to be so hard on this group. Please go pick one or two, because this person is self-absorbed, selfish, wants their ego to be fed unconditionally at all times, but they don't want to give back. You don't want to give back. You just want your ego fed and not give or work for anything, because it's too much of a burden, causes you too much stress. So you're going to come over here and settle for a page that looks like they probably have some money, because they're not a sword, they're not a cup, they're not with emotions, they're an investment page. They're not emotional. They're not passion. So you're going to accept this. But you want unconditional love in your life. But you don't want to give it back. Okay? That's the way, yeah. You're going to be five of Pentacles left out in the cold. Watch. You're not going to, I mean, how can you be so selfish and feel somebody so much work and doesn't want to give and give and give and to people, not just somebody. This is just people in general in your life. But you want the utmost unconditional and respect from everybody. Come on, group 3. I mean, look at this 5 of Swords. See that claw? That's conflict. That's strife that you're going to have for accepting pages. That's the justice that's going to come out. And you know it is. But you don't care because you got your money. I feel sorry for that page. Sorry, guys, but I did. You don't even really want them. I see it. Oh, yeah. Empress in reverse. You don't even talk to your own conscious about this. You don't even use your intuition. Go into your subconscious and your shadows to say, hey, let's turn this Empress right up. And let's show her or him the unconditional love. So that they could try to do it here. But you won't, because it's work. Oh, yeah. I'm done. You guys It's in reverse. There's nothing to walk away from. There's no passion in your life. You don't even tell yourself how, hey, you can have this. You want this. You want this. You demand this. But you don't give this. But you don't care. You don't care. Because why? You have nothing that you have to worry about walking away from, or walking away from you. Is that what this is, 3? Is that what this is? You're just so afraid somebody's going to walk away from you? Or are you afraid somebody's going to walk away with you from your coin? Well, there's prenups, people. I'm getting a little bit like my normal read, so I have to stop because I'm getting a little upset because people don't understand. If you got all that money, then fine. Keep your money. All I want to do is love you. There's a prenup thing. All we got to do is go get justice to get involved. But no. I don't want this person to have my money, so I'm going to deal with this page over here that has her own little savings. And even though it caused me a little bit of strife, it's just better. All right, 3, let's get you a Moonology. Sorry I was a little tough on you guys. I plan on getting much tougher on all 3 groups. Here, I will be doing, like I said, oracles and things next. Wow, 3, come on now. Money's not everything, you know. People come into your life to love you, not to have your money. It's ridiculous. Look, I got it ready by you. In my opinion. Yeah, please, lighten up. I couldn't have said it better. Unleash your kindest self. I don't know. I didn't like this vibe, but it's okay. That doesn't mean you're a bad person, you're 3 either. I'm saying we have things inside of us that I'm looking at. I do not go into your perfect side. Okay, that's not what we're here for. We're here to go into your subconscious self. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. Scout. Yeah, you need to be more kind in your actions with people. Be real. I don't feel you're real with people, yourself. You're real with your bank account. Yeah, that's good. It's nice. Honor your feelings. Practice gratitude. Maybe be grateful that somebody's in your life just to be in it because they want to show you some kind of unconditional love that you're demanding anyways. I feel like somebody here just is unrealistic. Very unrealistic. All right, guys, let's see. So I hope we get a better... If you're a viewer and the next time... I really hope this didn't resonate with you, and I hope you go back to 1 or 2 and those will resonate with you. Clear your mind. Okay? I really liked for you guys to be real and unleash your... be great gratitude and unleash your kindness for you guys, but clear your mind, guys. Clear the thoughts of all that you have declared on anybody that enters your life is just going to take advantage of you and take your money and, you know, clear it. Because that's not the way to live. You're not going to get that Queen of Cups. Okay? All right, guys, that was my first read. Next week, we will be introducing some other messages. We'll be adding the Kepler deck and my inner self-guidance cards and anything else I could throw in. I just wanted to get the base of the tarot down for these. I did pretty good. I'm not completely thrilled with each read, but it's my start. And they're going to get better, and I could tell because group 3, we're already having me on you. And that was more what these readings were supposed to all be like. So, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Until then, be kind to each other. There's a lot going on in this world. We all need a little bit of love and a little bit of good news. Reaching out to loved ones. As this, is a harsh time in our world. It has been since 2020. All right, guys. Be well, be blessed, and bye for now.